Your mind never stops. You think while you eat. You think while you drive. You think while you're lying in the dark, desperately trying to sleep. And at some point, that stops being productivity and starts being a prison. A prison with no walls, one you built yourself, one thought at a time. What I'm going to give you today are 5 concrete things, backed by science and 2,000 years of human wisdom, that actually work when your brain refuses to shut up. Stay until the end, because number 5 is the most powerful one of all, and it's also the most ignored. Number 1, write it out. A chaotic mind is a full mind. Thoughts come in, spin around, and never leave. They don't need an audience. They just need a way out. Writing what you feel isn't journaling for teenagers. It's one of the most studied tools in psychology for regulating your nervous system. When you pull a thought out of your head and put it on paper, it stops being a vague threat floating around you and becomes something concrete you can see, examine, and release. Marcus Aurelius ruled the most powerful empire on earth, and every single day he found time to write, not for anyone else, just to empty himself. What we know today as the Meditations was never meant to be published. It was written for no one but Marcus. That says everything. You don't need to write well, you need to write honestly. Number 2, move your body. When your mind is in chaos, the last thing you want to do is move, which is exactly why you have to. Exercise isn't just for the body. It's the most powerful intervention available to a brain under stress. When you move, your body releases BDNF, a protein neuroscientists literally call fertilizer for the brain. It reduces neurological inflammation, rebuilds connections, and creates a calm that doesn't come from ignoring your problems. It comes from changing the biological state you're facing them from. It doesn't have to be an hour at the gym. 20 minutes outside, phone in your pocket, does something no seated meditation session can replicate. It breaks the physical freeze that stress locks you into. Epictetus said the body and mind are one, neglect one and you neglect the other. 2,000 years of neuroscience are proving him right. Number 3, stop feeding the loop. This one is uncomfortable because it requires honesty. A significant part of the mental storm isn't happening to you. You're doing it to yourself. The mind has a powerful destructive habit called rumination, taking a painful thought and turning it over and over and over, as if thinking about it enough times will solve it. It won't. It only makes it bigger. Every time you return to the thought that hurts you, every time you replay that conversation, rehearse that worst-case scenario, you are feeding it. You are making it more real than it is. Seneca wrote it with brutal clarity. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Most of what's stealing your peace today is not happening right now. It's happening in your head, and your head is exaggerating it beyond recognition. The practice isn't easy, but it's simple. When you catch yourself ruminating, don't fight the thought. Just redirect your attention, consciously, to something real and concrete in front of you. The thought doesn't vanish immediately, but it starves every time you refuse to feed it. If this is landing for you, hit like right now. And subscribe if you want more content like this every week. It genuinely helps, and it costs you nothing. Now, the 2 most important ones. Number 4, come back to now. Most of the noise in your head doesn't come from the present. It comes from the past, which you cannot change, or the future, which you cannot control. And while your mind lives in those 2 places, the only moment where your life actually exists is slipping away completely. Marcus Aurelius wrote something I carry with me. Confine yourself to the present, not as spiritual advice, as a practical instruction from a man who led an empire and could not afford to lose his focus. Returning to the present doesn't require an hour of meditation. It takes 1 second of intention. Name 5 things you can see right now. Feel the weight of your body in your seat. Listen to whatever sounds exist in the room around you. That isn't a minor exercise. That is literally switching your brain's channel from threat response to real experience. The more you practice returning to the present, the less time your mind will spend in the places that hurt it most. Number 5, release what isn't yours. This is the hardest one and the most transformative. A massive portion of mental suffering comes from trying to control what is simply not yours to control. What others think of you, how things will turn out, whether that person will change, whether the situation will improve. You cannot win that battle because it doesn't depend on you, and yet you spend enormous amounts of mental energy fighting it every single day. Epictetus built his entire philosophy around one distinction, and he lived it under the most extreme conditions imaginable. As a slave, he controlled nothing in his outer life, and yet he was considered the freest man in Rome because he understood with absolute clarity what depended on him and what didn't. What depends on you, your decisions, your effort, your attitude, your response. What does not depend on you? The outcome, other people's opinions, other people's behavior, the economy, the weather, everything that already happened. Letting go is not giving up. It is refusing to spend your peace on battles that were never yours to fight. And when you truly do it, when you actually release what isn't yours, the mind has nothing left to wrestle with. And finally, it goes quiet. 5 things. Write what's weighing on you. Move your body. Stop feeding the thoughts that hurt you. Come back to the present and release what was never yours to carry. I'm not asking you to do all 5 perfectly starting tomorrow. I'm asking you to pick one, just one, and practice it with enough consistency that it becomes part of who you are. Because a quiet mind is not a luxury. It is the foundation from which everything else is built. Your health, your relationships, your work, your ability to show up for the things that actually matter. All of it depends on the interior state that no one can hand you from the outside. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, the peace you're looking for is not in things. It has always been in you. All of it depends on the interior state that no one can hand you from the outside. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, the peace you're looking for is not in things. It has always been in you. And subscribe if you want to keep thinking and growing every week. See you in the next one.